if you want to push something through, if you want to achieve something, you're always going to have your critics that are going to stand up and say, hang on, you can't do that. Well, there's two ways of dealing with critics. Either you listen to them, you learn and adapt, or you silence them, like a certain London mayor has tried to do. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. Let me know in the comments. Good to see you again. Thank you very much for the support. Really appreciate it. Please continue to keep doing what you're doing and help the channel grow. We're doing great. Thank you. Well, this news article got sent to me and the headline drew my attention. Sadiq Khan's office moved to silence scientists who found that Mayor of London's ambitious ULEZ plans had little impact on pollution. Now, this is the thing that we've had. We've had people, Brown Car Guy, Howard Cox and others, going around London with air quality detectors, proving without a shadow of a doubt there's nothing wrong with the air in London. In fact, it's more polluting inside people's homes and down the underground than it is on the streets. That's the unofficial view. But when the official people, the scientists and the high up, start saying, hang on a minute, what do you do with them? Well, you try and shut them up, don't you? Listen to this. Sadiq Khan's office has been accused of trying to silence scientists over publishing research that showed his ultra-low emission zone policy had insignificant effect on pollution. Who knew, huh? As protesters brought traffic to a standstill on Saturday to fight against expansion of the scheme, there are so many protests and so many demos about this going on all over the place, and trust me, there's more to come. The claims were made following a series of emails between Shirley Rodriguez, the London Mayor's Deputy for Environment and Energy, and Professor Frank Kelly, Director of Imperial's Environmental Research Group, which has received £800,000 of funding from the London Mayor's office since 2021. Why £800,000? What for? In the email seen by the Telegraph, Miss Rodriguez said she was disappointed that Imperial College had published a study by the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering that showed ULEZ cut nitrogen dioxide by less than 3% and had achieved an insignificant impact on ozone and particulate matter. We've all been saying this. Suppose 800 grand, it'd smooth it over, wouldn't it? Such research undermined the London Mayor's policy, argued Miss Rodriguez. Professor Kelly is said to have agreed to co-write a statement with her that contradicted the research and positioned ULEZ as having helped to dramatically reduce air pollution. I wouldn't call 3% dramatic, would you, by any stretch of the imagination? I don't even think it's that. The claims have emerged as politicians and academics call for a rethink on the economic impact ULEZ expansion could have on lower income families. It'll have a massive impact, particularly where cameras are being put up in housing estates that don't need them. Councillor Paul Osborne, leader of Harrow Council, which is against the ULEZ expansion, said, I have long believed that this expansion will have a very limited impact on air pollution, but comes at a massive cost to the poorest and most vulnerable motorists. Councillor Baroness O'Neill of Bexley said the data was flawed and added extending ULEZ has always been more about the Mayor of London's drive for income generation than improving air quality for Bexley residents. It's true, we can all see it. A spokesman for Mr Khan defending the policy and said it was commonplace for academic experts to disagree. They added the ULEZ analysis from the engineering department at Imperial only paints a partial picture, not accounting for the full lifetime impact of the scheme and only focusing on its immediate impact around its launch. The claims were made as protesters brought traffic to a standstill at the edge of London to fight against this. And, you know, it goes on about what other people are doing to say what they disagree with. But the fact is, the fact of the matter, you can dress things up any way you like to make them sound completely different, can't you? The scientists have said there's literally barely a 3% improvement in nitrox levels. within London because of this, and they've been coerced into making a statement. I find it very interesting that that figure of £800,000 was listed there also. I wonder if there's more to that. We'll have to see if we can find out. Let me know what you think in the comments, and yes, I'll see you shortly with one more. Toodaloo.